Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded, loaded. And the bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
Oh, a little slow draw tonight, am I? As we adjust a little bit here, guys, welcome to another shot. With you always, your boy Bill. Yeah, let me just introduce everybody in the second person, third person. I'm tired tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I've not been myself all day.
I was whooped today.
It's just, you got Bill, and with me always, my co-host, my partner in crime, Steve Quan Barkley. I've messaged everybody, and they are just now getting back to me saying that not tonight. So I don't know. It might be me versus you, or who knows. We normally are trying to do a sports. We're starting to get into sports trivia and see how that flies. And I'm all over the place. If you're sports, Jesus. All right, let's try this again. Hi, I'm Bill. This is Steve, and we are alcoholics. Keeping our city hydrated, one beer at a time. I can't get on tonight. I don't know. I'm just, there's something about tonight. Dude, I'm drinking Sprite.
Oh my! I don't know. I think it's the weather. All of a sudden, we had a 60-degree day. I got all happy, and then she's back.
Oh, winter is not. She's not letting go without a fight. It's quasi white out there, and
Cold as fuck.
it is very cold. That bedroom is cold. Thought the back was going good, and all of a sudden I did something. I woke up and everything was seized up again. I'm like,
Yeah.
Our third partner in crime is actually getting over a hectic day. You apparently have done a lot of running.
It's been busy.
Oh, I got a job interview tomorrow. And I got up early and couldn't not go back to sleep. So yeah, let's try and use our brains and talk sports.
Well, you had some news. I was interested in that Mr. Joey Bosa has been released. Philly welcomes you with open arms.
I think he's going to look great in black and gold.
He's good. He wants to go to a contender, not a pretender.
Ooh. Could you imagine, though? What happened?
Bosa?
Watt and
They're
Bosa?
both left ends, though. How would that work? Who would go right?
It wouldn't matter because you know
stack
what?
them on top of each other.
It really wouldn't matter when you think about it because they're going to double team. They have to try to double team somebody, and while they're trying to focus on one monster, the other monster is crashing down the wall. I mean, maybe it's time to move. We can move TJ to the end. He's already dangerous from that side.
I mean, there were so many defensive players out there.
That did not taste like bullet.
No, it did not. On the trade market right now, so these teams are going to be hungry. I mean, everybody always looks at the offensive players, but there are some defensive studs out there waiting for a home.
Yeah, well, you know what's fun about you said maybe Philly would welcome you with open arms. Who you guys can let go of?
Very Lusa, a big play Slay. Darius Slay's out there. We signed that Alabama kid back. We brought him back. We just signed Zach Ballin again. Born again.
I can't see him. Philly would have no one for him. I take that back. They wouldn't want him, but it just wouldn't make any sense to add another. Really, I mean, they have to cut somebody.
I mean, they're good right now. I mean, they're sitting on a healthy salary cap. They just went ahead and paid Saquon. Everybody's happy in their contracts. You got that nice young defense.
Another thing I want to look at, and we even looked up. I'll tell you what, let's see how we're doing right now.
But there's also when teams want to buy that player so they don't have to play against that player. So you look at someone like who the fuck did Washington just pick up? Receiver. Oh, Redskins picked up Debo Samuel to the Redskins. So now you just gave Jay McDaniels a weapon in Debo with Terry McLaurin. They're going to be trouble in the NFC East, Philly.
2024 season for Joey Bosa. He had 17 solo tackles, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, no interceptions.
He's a monster. He eats babies. I'm pretty sure he wakes up in the morning. He's like, pass the Wheaties and let me eat 3 babies.
From what I can see, he went into a little bit of a slump in 2022, 2023, and then I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had some injuries. That year.
Oh yeah, but he's coming back. I mean, 2022 is where he got hurt. 2023 came back, got even better last year. So I mean, he's not out of the game.
Ooh, another big signing this week: the Raiders paid Mr. Crosby.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Mega contract. I thought he was looking to go elsewhere, but Raiders said, "Oh no, you don't. Crosby, we will retire a
very crack Raider." What? Very correctly.
Links.
Maybe.
Links.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Are you even turned on?
Yeah.
Let me check real quick. Max Crosby is now, if I'm not mistaken, is he not like the highest paid defensive player? He's paid higher than a quarterback.
Yeah.
One of the things is kind of pissing people off.
I mean, they paid him, and you know what he's going to do? I wonder if he's going to play for what he's worth, or if he's going to be like, fuck it, I'm paid. I just got to show up to work now, you know what I mean? But I think he's the kind of guy that's going to go in there and still try to whoop some ass. He is an absolute beast.
Let's do it again.
That's great.
I know why.
Oh, we didn't know this.
Battery or it's got low.
Oh, we got juice it.
Oh, we gotta bring it.
juicy.
Gotta get some juice again. We almost lost full control. Let us see if that fixes it. Everything should be going back to normal now.
But yeah, I like Crosby, man. Yeah, some serious players. NFL.
So now we'll find out real quick if that fixes it. Steve, did it fix it? Oh, that sounds horrible. Oh, gotta get some juice again. We almost lost full control.
I think it's better.
I can't wait till we listen to that on Spotify. That's just gonna sound amazing.
Yeah, they turn that shit off. Or
Yeah.
if you just tuned in.
Hey, welcome to another Shot Thursday Sports Night
on Crackle Edition.
Sorry about that. We had a little bit of we should have took a break while I was trying to figure that out.
No, we had to talk so we could hear it, right?
Oh yeah. So now that we're back, quick recap. Joey Bosa gone from San Diego.
Free agent.
Where's he gonna go? What team? Let us know in the comments what you think on that one. We have discussed a little bit about why he may or may not fit in Pittsburgh, why he may not fit in Philadelphia. But where do you think he's going to go? Let us know. You brought up Max Crosby.
Paid by the Raiders.
Oh, my God. Dude, it's disgusting how much you're paying him. It's like, what, $105.6 million or something like that?
Yeah. He'll average like $1,000 a snap that he's on the field. Imagine going on the football field and getting paid $1,000 to take a snap. Holy shit.
But you know what's fun about that, though? You know, we've had how many players, and this is my least favorite thing to talk about, peaceful protests where they don't practice. They don't, you know, I hate to say it, my boy TJ Watt did it, got paid, and I tell you what, he's one of the few that I feel has earned the money, though, because he came right back in. Of course, he was a little injury prone that year. He did not condition himself. I could see Max Crosby. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's still now there's a good one. Our boy Blue seems to think he could end up going to San Francisco with his brother.
The Bosa boys. I could see that. 49ers did let go of Dre Greenlaw this year. He's a backer, but you know they could be. They got rid of Nick Bolton too.
You know, if we were talking about Slay coming to Pittsburgh, wonder if that deal is going to get finalized. That defense is going to be. You give somebody like that on the Steelers D, then your main focus all of a sudden becomes offense. And with the quarterback controversy right now still looming, apparently they are not wanting to bring back Wilson. They're in the air whether or not they're going to keep Fields. Now, there's talk of us possibly getting your favorite quarterback in the NFL, Geno Smith.
I think they're going to go with Fields, is what I really feel. I don't think they're done with him.
There is a weapon out there as we speak. Seattle is shopping DK Metcalf for a first round and a fifth round pick. And I think at this point, if the Steelers have any brains whatsoever, that would definitely be. That's a cheap price. That really is.
There are some serious players as free agents. Holy shit. Defensively.
Yeah, but a lot of them are going to end up going back to their teams. The fact that Seattle is shopping.
How about 39-year-old Calais Campbell?
Hey, Pittsburgh is a retirement home at this point. Might as well, right?
What about the Steelers? Robert Spillane.
Spillane,
a free agent at 29.
Hey, he's good special teams.
He's a 3-down backer.
But
he plays 3 downs.
So I mean, you get rid of Spillane. Who do you pick up for him? We already have problems in the middle.
There's defense coming out of the draft. There's defense.
Patrick Queen, I think, helped fill a little bit of that middle problem.
Ooh, Levante David is out there for a linebacker.
You think that a lot of these teams, I mean, they're going to go to somebody that's going to have the cap space and the money to do that. I mean, there are some big names, but that doesn't mean they're going to go to, the teams that. I mean, I could see Chicago picking up some of these names and blowing all their wad on one player.
Chicago's going to spend their money on the offensive line because they are atrocious. They're going to draft high. They're going to keep fucking Caleb Williams. Chicago's fucked.
The jury's still out on him. Just when you really start to hate him, he does something good, and then he turns around and does something to make you hate him again. We've seen this story before.
It was his first year. High expectations. It's got to be troublesome for a kid. But you know what? Maybe they'll surround him with some better weapons and a fucking offensive line that actually likes him. I was like, they hate this guy.
I would love to, see, I think the offensive line is really the most important part of the offense. Not the quarterback, not the receivers, not the running back. If you don't have a line that can stop this herd of cattle that comes barreling at,
trying to kill you,
they have to open holes. They have to protect the quarterback for him to make plays. I mean, if you don't have a strong line, then you've got nothing on offense.
And that's what made Philly so great this year, because they had 3 Pro Bowlers off the offensive line. I mean, amazing. Absolutely amazing offensive line, opening giant holes for Saquon Barkley.
But now, since you brought up Philly, the one thing that Philly, what are they famous for at this point?
The brotherly shove that Green Bay is trying to veto and get kicked out of the NFL. Fuck you, Green Bay.
Well, let me ask you this. So they're not allowed to do that on defense. You used to be able to push those players, if you can't do it on defense, why should you be allowed to do it on offense?
It's a rushing play. It's a running play. There's nothing you can do to. But if everybody could do it, maybe they would outlaw it. But there are teams that have tried and they can't do it. It's other teams have tried and then they get upset when it's unsuccessful for them. I mean, the Eagles have one of their left tackle, Moyalato or Jordan. His first name's Jordan. Moyalato. Dude, he's an ex-fucking rugby player, man. The dude is king of the scrum. I mean, he brought that kind of technique to Philadelphia, and they implemented it in the NFL.
So why can't the defense do it and call it a blitz?
Why can't they?
Well, they outlawed it. The NFL said, no, you're not allowed to do that. But yet, on offense, like you said, it's considered a run play. So,
I mean, I don't see why it would be outlawed in defense, because then you just throw the fucker. We're just going to throw it over the middle.
I don't know. They keep saying there's the potential of getting hurt.
It's football.
I was just getting ready to say, welcome to football.
Holy shit. The potential for getting hurt.
So, I mean, whoa. Notification. Love it. But DK Metcalf, now, I am going to implore my Steelers. I know we've had bad luck in trading up and, all this other fun stuff. And I think he'd be a good fit.
For what quarterback, though? Are you going to bring Geno and DK in? Because you know what? It did work in Seattle. My bold prediction on who the Steelers are going to take for quarterback, if they do not keep Justin Fields, which I personally think they are, I think they're going to get Daniel Jones.
Did I not just see that Daniel Jones is probably going to stay in New York?
He's already out of New
Or
York. He's already out of New York.
Where did I see? Hang on, let me look it up. I just seen something that had to do with New York and Daniel Jones.
Minnesota. He was the backup to Darnold, correct? They traded him to Minnesota.
Let's see here. Let me pull it back up.
I mean, why would Minnesota get Daniel Jones to use him as a backup if they didn't plan on using him in the future? And they've already said parted ways with Sam Darnold. They need somebody and they need to win. I'm pretty sure Minnesota fans are getting sick and fucking tired of getting to the playoffs and losing in horrible fashion. You know, had one of the best teams this year. You know, same thing with Detroit, two juggernauts all season. Then they get to the playoffs and shit the bed.
One of the teams reportedly interested in the former Giants starting quarterback could potentially help the Giants out if they were to sign Jones.
He's not going back there. New York needs something. I don't think it's going to be Daniel Jones. I mean, especially since Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton is also a free agent up there. Oh, they got that other kid. Oh, what the fuck's his name? He's tearing it up there in New York. They're going to keep him. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. Oh, he's a hell of a baller.
Now, bear in mind,
Neighbors.
Rumors fly through the NFL. Fly through. I'm trying to think when the last time that somebody left a team only to come back later on.
I mean, maybe it's a good move on the Giants' part, but seriously, when have the Giants recently made a good trade? Thank you, Saquon Barkley.
It would kind of make sense for him to go back because he went over there. He got to train under another team. He was back up to Sam Darnold turned it on. Then he died.
If we got any Giants fans on here, tell me your opinion on Daniel Jones. I don't think Giants fans like him, and that's a tough fan base in its own. You know, you're going to bring, Danny Dimes back. I mean, they were more happy with Tommy DeVito at quarterback, Tommy Cutlets playing quarterback. I think the Steelers might make a play for him. I think it's going to come in. It's going to be a shocking overnight shit. And the Steelers make a play for Daniel Jones.
Let's go ahead and pull up our boys right now and see. My boys. The Louisville quarterback
Tyler Shaw
has a pre-draft visit with the Steelers.
He's actually jumped up there to one of the top 3 quarterbacks coming out of this draft. Besides a kid from Miami and Shador, Tyler Shaw for Louisville, man. If you guys watch him play, the kid is a fucking gunslinger. He was on a shitty team. Louisville, shitty team, shitty coach. But man, that kid, he was up there. He would put the team on his shoulders. And I think he started in the MAC too. I think he played up there in like Toledo or some shit.
Well, the Steelers let go of Hargrave. So that tells me that they might be looking to fill another spot on the defense.
Calais Campbell. 39-year-old Calais Campbell, man. It don't matter how old he is, he's still the best offensive lineman on whatever team he goes to play for. Josh Sweat from Philly, he's out there. Seriously, there's so much free agents going on, man. It's going to be entertaining. So don't buy your next copy of Madden until right before the season, because there will be moves. There will be some stunning moves.
I mean, there's a lot of teams out there that I don't think. Miss Deb, hello. Philadelphia, I don't see really needing a lot right now. They're going to have a huge target on their back.
They do have a huge target on their back. I think they're going to put a lot of time in player development. They do need a backup quarterback. Because Hurts he's in his 3rd year, and he's at least missing 1 or 2 games a year due to injury.
So you're not so confident in Kenny Pickett anymore?
Absolutely not. Maybe he'll get better. Maybe he'll get better. I do.
You know how many times I would say that?
I do like keeping him around, because the price is right. But they got that other kid who's the backup, and he's out before Pickett. I wouldn't mind seeing Philly get someone out of the draft.
I'm thinking. I don't see the Steelers getting anybody. I mean, there's really, let's go back to Philadelphia. I don't see any openings other than, like you said, the backup. And
they do need a backup running back. Kenneth Gainwell is a free agent, and they have that kid from Clemson as backup. And he's, I don't know, he's not there yet, but he's still decent. But he's only gotten garbage minutes.
How about the Steelers? Since the Steelers have a lot. What would you, in your opinion, That offense is absolutely atrocious.
Right now, the Steelers' offense, to me, if I look at it, is a question mark. You don't have quarterback. You don't have running back. You don't have receivers right now. You're pretty much bringing in a whole new offense right now, run by fucking Arthur Smith. I mean, shit. I mean, so him and Tomlin are sitting in the office, probably throwing, a deck of cards and a baseball hat, instead of out there trying to figure out which direction the offense is going in. Is it going to be the same ground and pound, or are you going to start getting, some mobility? Are you going to go ahead with Fields? Are you going to go with Jones? Are you going to, Russell Wilson's, he's past his prime, let's face it. I mean, he did play some good football, but he's not getting any younger.
Did he really play good football, in your opinion, though? Because I was not impressed with him at all. And I've said it all season long. The only thing he can still do, that moon ball of his, that deep ball, is a thing of beauty.
Drop it in a bucket.
Other than that,
he's injury prone, and with the price tag that he's carrying, I mean, I don't know. I think if the team takes Russell Wilson, they're doing it to sell jerseys and to sell jerseys only.
Hey, Will, I'll get my
here's
money
your
on
trade.
that.
Send Wilson back to Seattle. Give the Steelers Geno Smith, and bring fucking DK with them. Steelers get some capital.
I am a huge supporter. I hope to God that they are looking at DK Metcalf. Like I said, in my opinion, yes, the man is still a first and fifth. That's a good price. That really is.
He's a beast,
and he would definitely. Do you see Pickens fucking with him at all?
No. Pickens will. Hey, that's a good veteran receiver for Pickens to learn from. I mean, DK is a little bit of a hothead himself, but if they're going to compete in their division, they need to score some fucking points.
As long as we don't bring back Deontay Johnson.
Oh God, or Marquise Brown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what team averaged the most points per game this past NFL year? It's over 35 points a game. Guess which team averaged the most points a game?
Right off the top of my head,
and had probably one of the worst records because their defense was that bad.
Oh, then we're probably talking about Cincinnati at this point.
You are correct, sir. Cincinnati averaging over 35 points a game, but the defense giving up over 40 points a game. I mean, hey, if you were betting the overs in Cincinnati games, you just made the list. What are the Steelers going to do? You got to beat them at least once. You got to score points, and that's the target number right there, 35, because that's what the Bengals are going to do, and the Steelers have to compete with Baltimore,
who is turning into a very well-rounded. I mean, offense, defense.
So they're going to put up 21 points.
That Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson combination.
Oh, the tight ends they got, and Zay Flowers. When he comes back healthy, you got to remember when they went into the playoffs, they didn't have Zay Flowers. They were still up and down the field. Justin Tucker, I'm pretty sure he's done. I'm pretty sure Baltimore needs a field goal kicker.
Oh God, yeah.
Tucker's been diddling everybody at a day spa down there in Miami.
What is it with these NFL players wanting to go in and have? I mean, you had Robert Kraft, you've had
Why
Watson. Why? I mean, all these guys are going in there. I mean,
Tucker's got like 9 chicks like saying that he's they probably turned him down once they found out he was a kicker. They're like, oh man, you suck.
Mm-hmm. You'd be wrong on that, but I mean, I've got nothing on. The NFL needs to say, you know what, we'll hire our own personal massage therapist and make it some big burly Swede. Just
got diddied.
We're talking a 7 foot, 300-pound, just pure muscles, hands that are like size of footballs themselves.
Ooh, get stiff.
Now go ahead. That's the last thing those guys will say, literally.
Yeah, Justin Tucker hit the showers.
So I don't know. Really, that's been the only true controversy, that came out of the season.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Deshaun Watson's got something up his sleeve. He's like, hold my beer. Legitimately. Out the car. Like, hold my beer. I got this.
There's a team right there, though. I mean, there's quarterbacks out there available. Do you hold on to Watson, who was, in my opinion, subpar this season? They're already looking at getting rid of Nick Chubb. Did they ever re-sign him? I have not looked on that yet.
I don't know about Chubb. I know Watson's still out there, but I know Cleveland is interested in him. They're probably going to bring him back just because of the contract. They take a hit with his restrictions. So I think they'll keep him, but they're going to have somebody there as a backup. But a lot of people, we're not talking about some teams that are sleepers. Denver.
Oh.
Denver might be buying some pieces, and if they get them a DK Metcalf the way Bo Nix is playing with that Cortland Sutton and the backfield that they do have, and the defense, Sean Payton out there, I can see them being dangerous. You can't sleep on Denver. Green Bay, another one. You got to give Jordan Love. Some players. Maybe Aaron Jones leaves Minnesota, goes back to Green Bay. I'm sure they'll welcome him with open arms.
I think it's a little early to pick sleepers. These guys are already contenders. The NFC, what is it? The NFC North? No.
The North.
Is it it's the North. Where you have Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit,
mm-hmm.
and Chicago. Chicago is the only
Chicago.
I mean that's going to be a division worth watching.
Mm-hmm. You have two playoff teams coming out of that division, whether it be wild card or the division winner. Same thing in Philadelphia in the East, Philadelphia, Washington. In your division, I got to say it's Cincinnati's going to be coming in with chip on the shoulder. Steelers, I don't know what they're doing. Cincinnati, Baltimore got to be division leaders there.
Oh yeah.
How about Miami's division?
You got Miami,
Tennessee,
Indianapolis. No. Oh, hang on. Let's pull it up right now.
That would be the AFC East. Correct.
NFL divisions. Let's actually sound like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, Miami would be with Miami, Buffalo. Correct? Yeah, Miami, Buffalo are in the East, which is wild because they're so far apart. The Jets and
all right. You've got the Bills. This is the AFC East. The Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots.
The Bills and the Dolphins got to be your leaders there. I mean, makes sense, right? I mean,
well, Bills are going to be the team for the AFC again this year.
That's another team that could pick up some fucking pieces for Josh Allen.
Oh God, can you imagine him with a DK?
Go ahead and give him Chris Godwin. He's out there. He's out there. There's players, man. There's players.
Dude, they were. I mean,
Patriots are fucked.
AFC last season for the AFC East, the Bills were head above all of them, 13-4. Dolphins were the second closest at 8-9.
The Dolphins, what a letdown from those guys. Tua. There's someone who desperately needs a quarterback. Tua's a far away from a concussion every time. The dude can sneeze, and he's going to be out for a game. They're going to be like, no, you failed. You're medical.
One more, he's got to be out. He has to be at that point. Like, I mean, it wouldn't matter if he was an NFL player. He could be working in a library and a fucking book falls on his head. Concussion. Honestly,
yeah.
I mean that
they're
man,
going to need a running back, but with the offense that they have, how disappointed are they with Tyreek, Waddle, Achane is an awesome running back. Raheem Mostert, Jonnu Smith at tight end. I mean, hey,
Tyreek was so quiet this season.
They couldn't get him the ball. And when Tua went down, that backup quarterback they had, holy shit. Oh, and then they brought in fucking Snoop Huntley. Oh, for fuck's sake. Go up there with Geno Smith. Holy shit, he's terrible. They couldn't get him the ball, and Tyreek's like, fuck this. I'm done. You know, I mean, he probably averaged under 30 yards a game, which is un-Tyreek-ish.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this next division in the AFC, wait till you hear these numbers. The AFC West, which comprises of the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Raiders. The Chiefs ended the season at 15-2. And a lot of those games were squeakers. A lot of controversy on the Chiefs this year.
Worst team at covering the spread this year by a mile was the Kansas City Chiefs.
But right behind them, not too far. Let me say not too far behind them, the Chargers, 11-6.
I don't know how they won 11 games because it seemed like every week they lost. But I did think they turned it on at the end. They were injury prone all fucking year. Holy smokes.
The Broncos after that. Bo Nix is for real. Slow start.
These
But
teams
damn.
are going to be hunting the Chiefs.
10-7 is what they ended the season at.
They're going to be hunting the Chiefs. They made the playoffs and they almost won. They were right there.
Now, here's the
rookie.
The rookie. Which rookie?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. So, to round out that list, the Raiders.
Oh, which reminds me.
4-13.
Jimmy
Just
Garoppolo's a free agent. Shocker. Jimmy G. Where's he going? With Aaron Rodgers somewhere. Holy shit, there's players out there.
Pittsburgh would welcome Jimmy G with open arms.
God, you guys have a thing for. Oh, that'd be disgusting. He's terrible. Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't been good since he was in San Francisco.
It's bad when you start rooting for the best of the subpar players.
Oh God. Oh, that would be terrible.
How poetic, though. Remember when Tom Brady got suspended? Jimmy G comes in there and beat the Steelers.
He did.
Back when they were not bad.
You know what? I think that's when Garoppolo was at his best, when he was a backup to Brady.
I didn't think he did too bad when he went to San Fran. They didn't really build around him too well, but
no, they had some good players though. They really hooked him up.
The Raiders at 4-13, though, just re-signed with a monster fucking contract.
Oh yeah,
Crosby. Max Crosby is going to stay in the black and silver.
and they're still going to lose games unless you put Max Crosby at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver.
There's a team that is going to be indefinite. Of course, they just blew all their money on one player. So now that's going to make it a little hard for them to pick up some of these high profile. Welcome to the Raiders, Jimmy G.
Again? Oh, God. And they didn't win the first time. I don't know. They got to rebuild. I think they go after and they go get them, some Shador.
Now, this is where it gets fun. The AFC North.
The North.
The Baltimore Ravens, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns.
Browns are going to suck.
Ravens ended the season at 12-5. The Steelers, somehow, some way, squeaked into the wild cards. Started off.
They were like 9.
They were never strong. So I'm not going to say they started off strong. They started off with a winning record, and then literally, just as everybody predicted, that second half of the season,
lost.
They
All the games.
plummeted. Embarrassment after embarrassment after embarrassment after embarrassment. But they ended the season at 10-7, which was higher than what people predicted.
Weren't they like 9-1? I think they were like 9-1, then they lost like 6 in a row.
It just, well, they couldn't. I mean, that would be 10-1.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Rob,
They were
in any lost games.
Cincinnati started off weak, came on strong, ended the season 9-8. And the lowly Cleveland Browns ended the season at 3-14.
The Bengals are going to buy some defense. And they're going to keep that offense. They're going to put up 35 points a game, and they're going to stop giving up 40, and they're going to win games. They're going to be a 10-win team.
The Steelers did not deserve to be in second place. They did not. I mean, it was fun to be Eddie Yinzer for a little while. But at the same time, I am a realist.
It was. A
I did
healthy
call from the
start.
get-go. They didn't do too bad. I said they would make the playoffs. There was the famous bet. Everybody's butthole was safe at the end of the day, which is good because I tell you what, when it came time for that Philadelphia game, oh my Lord.
Once we see the schedule, we might have to run it back.
The Browns have, the Steelers, I feel like they're a couple pieces away from being true contenders again.
Yeah.
The Browns, this is starting to become a recurring story with them over and over. As soon as they start to get somewhat good,
They're shooting themselves in the foot, man. When you let Baker Mayfield go,
and look what he ended up doing.
Eh.
He's done amazing in Tampa Bay.
leads them to playoff after playoff, man, all over the place, man. He's playing with a chip in his shoulder, and you get fucking Deshaun Watson. What the fuck, man? They're buying every player out there with a coupon.
Coupon.
A coupon.
Now, here's a very quiet division. You're going to like this one. To round it out, the AFC South.
Hmm.
The Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I predicted to have been a sleeper team, and the Tennessee Titans. Texans ended the season at 10-7.
CJ Stroud, very underperforming season compared to his rookie year. Where were you this year, CJ Stroud? Fantasy owners are going to be very hesitant ever looking at you again. But they did have some players. They had the players. They had the defense. They just couldn't win the big games.
Indianapolis Colts ended the season at 8-9.
They don't know what the hell they're doing up there. You have Jonathan Taylor, an amazing running back, but you don't give him the football. They're up there throwing it with Richardson all day. I mean, do you keep Anthony Richardson at this point? Is he still good enough? I'd say yes. But I also think he's someone who's going to get hurt the way he runs the football. Josh Downs. I mean, they have a good team. They just can't win the game.
And in all honesty, this seems to me, stat-wise, record-wise, this was the weakest division. The Jacksonville Jaguars ended the season at 4-13.
They were horrible. Trevor Lawrence,
Etienne,
injury after injury after injury for them, and they couldn't recover. Doug Peterson, he's out now. He's gone. He's going to go somewhere and be an amazing offensive coordinator. You know, you guys should probably look into him and get that Arthur Smith piece of garbage out of there.
you are not going to get an argument out of me on that one.
Get Arthur Smith the hell out of Pittsburgh. Yeah.
And give him a nice, cushy desk job somewhere.
No, he doesn't deserve to be in football. He sucked in Atlanta. He sucks in Pittsburgh. And he's probably somewhere sucking right now.
I was going to say, he could be the concessions guy. He's the one that orders all the food.
Yeah. Put him in charge of fucking popcorn. He's terrible.
Rounding out the AFC South.
And Arthur Smith coaching Geno Smith. Oh, Jesus. Grenade!
I never said our boys weren't penny pinching. Oh, wait, I have said they are penny pinching all fucking season. Tennessee Titans ended the season at 3-14.
Oh, word on the street is they are going to stay with Will Levis at quarterback. Oh, Will Levis. Oh, man. Penn State alum. Holy shit, you love throwing it to the other team for touchdowns. I don't think anybody has more pick sixes in NFL history.
What the hell did they get when they traded Henry?
They got picks. They got picks.
Where? I mean, let's call it what it is, guys. In the NFL draft, just because you go in the first round does not make you a star.
They got players, and you know what? They're a nice offense. They're an aggressive offense that I like, but the coaching is horrible. It's 2 games in a row for Tennessee last year. All they have to do is run the football, run the clock out. They throw a pick 6 and lose the game with under a minute. All you got to do is run the football. Why are you throwing it? Why? And then to the other team for like 80-yard pick 6s. Unbelievable. Congratulations, Vegas.
So that rounds out the AFC. Now, this is actually a good topic when you think about it with the NFL draft looming, free agency really close. A lot of big names. So before we delve into the NFC side of it, The one thing I do want to ask: who's your top contender for the AFC after really looking at all that and knowing we know about the releases and everything?
AFC, the Bengals.
Mm.
I'm taking the Bengals to give me the Bengals.
Who's your sleepers?
Sleepers. Denver.
Ah,
No, wait, they're NFC.
no, they're AFC. Yeah.
All
You're
right, yeah.
good. You're good. You're good.
Okay, yeah.
This is us before we're actually drinking.
Yeah, Denver. I like them. I think a lot of people, especially defensive players, are going to come play for Coach Payton. And up there in Mile High, I think behind Bo Nix, they rally. And then I also like the Dolphins to get their shit together because you know what? Dolphins aren't a fucking 4 or 5 win team. They're going to come back.
I am going to stick with my other favorite team, and I'm going to say Buffalo is the team this year. I think they only get stronger. Now that we're making the bold predictions here
I'll give you
before
Josh Allen MVP. I'll say that.
we're making bold predictions before trades, before the draft. This is all pre-hand going off what we know as of right now. But I will tell you the other team, it's a toss-up between Baltimore and Buffalo for me.
Baltimore. You know what?
Those two, I think, are going to, I can't pick one or the other. I think Buffalo ends up edging them. So I'm going to stick with Buffalo. My sleepers, you stole them.
Both of them.
You took.
I would hate to be Baltimore or a Buffalo fan because you are right there every fucking year and you just can't win the big game.
Denver's one.
And they're always playing each other. They cancel each other out. That's what sucks.
I will say this, though. You're going to like this one. My other sleeper, I just had him, and I forgot what I was going to say and why I was going to say. Tennessee.
Okay.
They've got cap space. They've got room. And I'm going back to because in my opinion, the biggest offensive player out there right now in free agency is DK. If he goes to Tennessee, I think you give Will Levis a true target and a true leader like that. They pick up a running back in the draft. They can get any one of those good running backs.
If Tennessee wins the division, I'll put a carrot in my ass.
Or let's say they pick up Nick Chubb.
No.
So because Miami, Tua is. I hate to say it this way, he's too much of a head case. I just can't see it.
He's not going to make it through the season. They're gonna get somebody. They're gonna get somebody.
So on that note, you want to pour us too? We will take a quick break, and then I feel we need to. We should be writing that down. Let's write it down during break. I'm telling you that I had two other sleepers. They bid it for me. I'm very confident in my 2 picks this time. All right. I am in the mood for a little Folsom County Prison. Our boys, the SOBs. Here you go.
I hear that train coming, it's rolling round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train, it keeps rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating from fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd do good little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeehaw!
And we are back. Gotta love our boys, the SOB. Awesome group, awesome guys. Good music and even better people is a good way to put it. So, welcome to Thirsty Thursday Sports Night. If you're just joining us, you got Bill and Steve here, and we're digging in. You know, it's not that we don't. It's not that I don't like the other sports. It's just you and I were just talking a second ago, dude. We live, eat, and breathe football. So we'll do towards the end. We'll probably talk a little bit and other news outside of there. But again, with free agency looming
And
the draft coming up, very defensive packed. The quarterbacks they did not look bad. I actually got to watch it over the weekend, the combine. Very impressed with these guys. Running backs, not so much. But the quarterbacks looked awesome. Defense, monsters. I still stand firm. There is no first rounders, in my opinion. I don't think they're that hot.
the quarterbacks.
And in any of them, they would not be somebody that I would consider a first rounder. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So being what you said, Tennessee, being one of your sleepers,
Okay.
they have the first pick this year,
Aha.
and we both said Will Levis starts.
Do they pick up another quarterback though? And who would be a good pick? Because Jackson Dart, honestly,
Your first three teams in the draft are the Titans, the Browns, and the Giants in that order. All three teams need quarterbacks.
so it's not.
So your good quarterbacks are gone, like immediately.
Maybe. Do you all three of those teams could very well. We gotta before I make any predictions on that. On paper, yeah, it looks like the first three picks are going to be quarterbacks. I'm interested in seeing which way these guys go with free agency. That's a big one this year.
That's going to dictate a lot of things. I mean, a lot of these mock drafts have changed with the talk. Cam Ward was instantly number one. No longer. You know, because you're also getting Dion possibly.
Dude, let me tell you it this way.
And
There
the clout he brings.
was one mock draft during the combine that I was watching that had the Steelers actually getting Boise State's running back. That's how much everything is up in the air right now with a lot of these teams. Obviously, yes, everybody, I am a Pittsburgh Steelers through and through, black and gold. If you were to actually see the inside of this garage, I need to get a little bit of green in here just for this man. But I'm telling you, I think it's way too early to predict who's going to do what. Do I think the quarterbacks in free agency right now are big? No. Not at all. That being said, though, they could be big for a team restructuring, rebuilding, because all of them have veteran status.
Yeah.
So you pick up a veteran quarterback, you draft a quarterback. Do it right, guys. Let them train under some of these guys. I hate to say this, I'm not a fan of the gentleman I'm about to reference, but Jimmy G did train under arguably the GOAT,
Mr. Brady.
Mr. Tom Brady.
And he played well until he left New England. Then he turned to Garapa shit.
If he could stay off the psychedelics, Aaron Rodgers could feasibly be a good veteran teacher.
A veteran teacher, not a veteran quarterback anymore, because we are no longer in the day of the immobile quarterback, the gunslinger. Those days are gone. You need to be able to run a little bit.
I wanted to come back though, so badly. That's where I'm still trapped in the past myself. Gunslingers, dude. People love watching deep passes. They love watching the running back. That's what I like about Saquon, dude. He makes me think of the old school. That's why I like Najee. He makes me think of that old school. I'm gonna, slam it right down the middle and just go for it.
Yeah, you know what? Aaron Rodgers is kind of like the last of our past, as far as the quarterback.
Oh yeah,
he's like the last of our breed. The Brady's gone.
I seen a meme or a little TikTok thing or Instagram or whatever you want to call it. All he has to do now is go to Minnesota to complete the Brett Favre path. Brett Favre, when he left Green Bay, went to New York. Then he went to Minnesota. How fitting.
He's a backup quarterback.
Teach
Daniel Jones. Ooh, possibility. I don't know how I just don't like seeing Aaron Rodgers out of a Green Bay uniform. It just don't feel right.
So, this division you know very well. The NFC East. This one's very interesting for me to pick a favorite. Obviously not for you, but the sleepers I feel are going to be, because there are so many contenders in this division. The NFC, starting with the NFC East, a division you very well know. You have the Philadelphia Eagles, the Washington Commanders, the Dallas Cowboys, and the lowly New York Giants. The Eagles finished the season 14-3, taking home the Lombardi.
Woo!
On the back of Saquon. Let's just call that what it was. Coming out of the blue, and nobody picked these guys to be a sleeper.
Knocking off Detroit, smashing Detroit in the playoffs.
It even didn't do too bad against Philadelphia. They held their own.
They beat them on time and during the season too, because somebody couldn't catch football.
Washington Commanders ended the season at 12-5 under a rookie quarterback. They came within a breath of breaking all sorts of records.
Yeah.
It's the Ben Roethlisberger story all over again. He came in and then all of a sudden they make it and just almost go in, but they didn't. The Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, somehow squeaked out a 7-10 record.
Behind Cooper Rush, because Dak was hurt all year.
The New York Giants rounded out arguably one of the worst teams in the NFL last season at 3-14. And you know what? I am a fan of the state of New York. I've never been to New York City. I am throwing it out there to whoever is watching. I want to go to New York City. If you have an Airbnb or you just want to be a tour guide, let me know. Madison Square Garden, here I come.
Good thing about the Giants and the Cowboys having such shitty records is that they have top 10 picks, right? Or no, I think 12 and 10. I think or it's like 12 and
You got that?
No, the Giants have the third pick.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about quarterbacks. They're going to get Jackson Dart. Now, number 12, because you have some defensive players. You got that kid out of Penn State. He'll be going probably to Tennessee. Cowboys probably going to get Ashton Jaunty from Boise.
Bear in mind,
So now the Cowboys have a running back behind Dak.
as I've stated during the break, the Cowboys are restructuring Dak Prescott's contract,
They're going to free up some money.
and they're trying to figure out what to do to CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, you got to keep CeeDee Lamb. He's their offense. Dude's catching 8-9 balls a game. Good Lord. You got to keep CeeDee Lamb. Get you a receiver. Bring you in that kid. Ashton Genty from Boise. DeMarcus Lawrence is a free agent, and Michael Parsons.
What about a quarterback? Make a true battle. Make Dak earn his spot.
Not for what they're paying Dak. I could see them going ahead and putting some money. I could see them get fucking Aaron Rodgers. Now I think about it, having him, down there in fucking Dallas backing up Dak.
Who's my quarterbacks in free agency this year?
You got Shador Sanders.
No, free agency. That's draft.
Oh, free agency. Some of the tops. Let me run down the list. Mm-hmm. Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, there's a lot of receivers out there. No quarterbacks. Justin Fields at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I thought there was a lot more than this. Chase Young's up.
We already said Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
For all you wondering, Jimmy G is Jimmy Garoppolo, formerly of the Patriots and formerly of San Fran.
Oh, Bosa's out there.
So, that being said,
It's looking a lot slimmer than I thought.
I'm going to throw it out
Daniel
there.
Jones.
I'm not opposed to my boys keeping Justin Fields and giving him one more chance and trying to build a team around him. He can scramble. He's already thrown. He does have a deep ball. They never let him fully. They never released him. They did the same thing with him. They did with Mason Rudolph. They never gave him a full chance.
Right.
So that being said,
Mason Rudolph, also the backup in Tennessee.
and he did not do so hot when he got the opportunity.
But he did well, fucking love his.
This is true. NFC West, again, not a bunch of scrubs. The Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
I'm still like fucked up on this whole.
They're the LA Rams, but they play in Vegas.
They're in Vegas. They're who's where anymore? Okay, guys,
Vegas
pick a
stays
city
in-
and stay.
In California.
Oh, drives me nuts.
It'll be that
Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers, Rams at 10-7, Seattle at 10-7, Arizona at 8-9, 49ers at 6-11. Now,
very, very tough division here.
that was a tight group right there, and I tell you what, my pick out of that one, I think Arizona surprised a lot of people. They just would not go away.
With Kyler Murray, they got that Marvin Harrison Jr. kid out there.
James Conner.
Oh, they have that kid, that fucking white kid who's catching everything. I think they just underperformed this year, especially in that tough division. But you know what? They won the games they shouldn't win, and they couldn't win the games that they should. They were that team.
They were the Pittsburgh Steelers of the NFC.
Yeah, like you don't want to play them because like if you were supposed to beat them, they ended up beating you. Like they're coming back, and they came back in the fourth quarter every game and won. It's unbelievable.
49ers, let's pick that team. Do they keep Brock Purdy or do they start considering? They already got rid of Debo.
Which is concerning. Because if they're getting rid of Debo, it's because they're freeing up some money because they're going to try to bring somebody else in. Maybe like Brother Bosa. There you go. You just got paid. You just took Debo's salary. I mean, you still got McCaffrey. You still got Brandon Ayuk. You still got George Kittle. They also have that kid George Mason as a running back who stepped up from McCaffrey and did it.
You know what the
Excellent.
the big question right now? It's not even so much the draft, but NFL free agency.
You just made the list.
It's out there, man.
That's the big one this year.
It's out there.
49ers. Oh man,
Uh,
they are a breath away of being contenders again. Christian McCaffrey with his whole, is he going to be hurt? Is he not going to be hurt? He's injury prone at this point.
yeah.
When he's healthy, he is an absolute unstoppable force.
But now that torch has been passed. Your number one pick in all fantasy drafts this year will be Saquon Barkley. Christian McCaffrey will be in the bargain bin. But that Mason kid, he's good. San Francisco, great coaching. They can do it.
Literally, my opinion, the best division in all of football last season was the NFC North.
Head and shoulders.
The Lions of Detroit, Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, the only black sheep of the group was the Bears, who all of a sudden towards the end said, hey, I'm still here. The Lions ended the season shockingly because they were a heavy favorite at 15-2
To win it all.
Washington put a stop to that.
You gotta Lions fans gotta be sick. The year before, the Lions lose because instead of tying the game, they went for the 2-point conversion. They could have tied the game
I
going
remember.
overtime, but Dan Campbell said no, we're going for 2, and lost out of the playoffs. This year, 15-2, best record in the NFL, I believe.
Yes.
Having the Chiefs, I think they had a game up on the Chiefs. Unstoppable. And you get blown out at home to the lowest seed rookie quarterback, Redskins.
To be fair, though, how many starters were not playing? They were hurt.
Their defense was
They was beat.
decimated. And it showed when they played Washington, and Jaden Daniels had him a day. Terry McLaurin, have you a day.
The Minnesota Vikings came in second in that division under a resurged Sam Darnold,
Until the Sam Darnold of old showed up.
but they still ended the season at 14-3.
And that's when they did all their losing. Because
Amazing.
He would throw at the end of the season. Every time he would throw to the end zone, it was to Justin Jefferson, and it went to the other team. He had at least 2 picks in the end zone the last 2 games of the year, throwing to Justin Jefferson.
Jordan Love, in my opinion, is for real.
Absolutely.
And, I got to hand it to Green Bay. They know how to pick quarterbacks there. They really do.
And they got some young receivers. Their coach, Matt LaFleur, up there does a great job with the offense, great job with the defense. He calls the offense as head coach. Yeah, he does great, man. That is a tough team. They're going to be a tough out offensively and defensively. Jordan Love, he's played just as good each and every year. He's getting better. Maybe starting to hit the injury bug a little bit as the season goes on. Maybe they'll try to,
Maybe beef up the line a little bit more, give them a little bit more protection.
they're going to do something. But, they're going to be another contender. That's a tough division.
Ended the season at 11-6. Dude, that's 3 teams. 15-2, 14-3, 11-6.
I mean, that
is nothing to scoff at. Again, I feel was the best division in football last season.
that was tough. And when the Lions and the Vikings played, it don't matter what fan you are, you watch the game.
The Bears. The
Chicago Bears.
Dude, bring back. Dude, they're missing Peyton. They're missing the Fridge Perry. They're missing.
things.
They're missing Ditka. They're missing. I mean,
McMahon.
Jim
McMahon.
Jim McMahon. Oh, the head case himself.
Yes.
Oh, ended the season at 5-12. That was
They-
the only blemish in the NFC North.
And I'm pretty sure the only teams they beat were good teams. Like they would randomly beat fucking a good team, which was insane. They got offensive weapons.
They
They got defense.
They
They
took-
just can't protect the
they
quarterback.
took Washington to the limit. It was that last play.
Yeah. They played. You got to protect Caleb Williams, man. Give the kid a chance, but you're gonna have to back him up. Go get Gardner Minshew from Vegas. Trade over there. Get Gardner as your backup. He'd be a great backup for the receivers they have.
Now, arguably the worst division in the NFC. No, there's not arguably. We're looking at the stats right here as it is. The NFC South to wrap it up. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers. I don't know why they just don't call them the North Carolina Panthers. And one of my teams that I don't know why I have such an interest in these guys. I really don't. But the New Orleans Saints. Buccaneers under Baker Mayfield ended the season at 10-7. Dude, I'm telling you right now. Atlanta Falcons under oh gosh darn it. Why can't I think of it now?
The coaching?
No, the Atlanta Falcons had
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, thank you. Whew. 8-9.
Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix as a backup.
Michael Penix is the
You love you some Michael Penix.
dude. I am a huge Penix fan. Amazing combine. Loved him in Washington. Dude, he's another one of the, he is a new Russell Wilson.
Who would have thought?
He is a surgeon on that field.
Who
when
would
he
have thought
throws.
Cousins would have got benched at the end of the season? The way Atlanta was playing, they just tanked, absolutely tanked with the receivers they got. And B. John Robinson in the backfield. That's another sleeper right there, man. If Penix gets hot and he puts on his Jaden Daniels shoes, if he's doing his work in the offseason, Penix is going to be your guy in Atlanta for a while. Because he is a hell of a player.
And people were worried about that knee of his being suspect. He was an injury case.
Let's see him. I want to see him play.
Now he's got top, doctors and everything. They're gonna baby him. They're gonna do everything they can. Dude, they're gonna cryogenically freeze him
Oh, they're giving him the LeBron treatment.
until the season starts. Carolina Panthers. 5-12.
I can't stand Carolina because any fucking parlay I ever fucking had, and I would lose by one leg, is because Carolina would beat someone they shouldn't have. Every fucking time. They beat the fucking Chiefs or some shit like that. I'm like, how the fuck do you beat the Chiefs?
And then, so since you said that, you're gonna love this final team. The New Orleans Saints at
Oh.
5-12.
Ooh.
Again, I would bet for them, they'd lose. I bet against them, they win.
They whooped Philly in the early season. They were the hottest team to start the NFL season, if you remember that. They were scoring fucking 40, 45 points. They blew out Philly. I mean, there was insane. I was like, oh shit, you gotta watch this team. And then everybody got hurt.
Now,
Including Derek Carr, the drama queen, and they became the New Orleans Alvin Kamara's. And all they did was go to Kamara. And surprisingly, Kamara, who gets hurt every year, carried the workload this year, didn't get hurt.
but he's not getting any younger.
He's not getting any younger. Philly, make him your backup.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Parade for Saquon and Kamara in the backfield. Oh, fuck.
YSU up 1. Go Youngstown.
Youngstown State University in the playoffs.
So, that being said,
Youngstown might actually could make the dance, I believe. They could make the dance.
I'm going to say this right now. It is not a surprise that the NFC won the Super Bowl this year because look how many teams on here were heavy contenders. Eagles, Commanders, Rams, Lions, Vikings, Packers were all in the mix. The Buccaneers, dude, every one of these guys, every one of those teams was a legit threat.
And I think that's what the NFL wants right now because it's great for the NFL because, you don't have just top tier teams now where you had the Patriots where you're like, oh, fuck, they're going to win every game. You no longer have the Chiefs where it's like, oh, fucking the Chiefs are going to fucking win it all again. Now you have a handful from the AFC, a handful from the NFC,
Mm-hmm.
where if it comes down to one game, you can't pick. Look at the Detroit Washington game. Everybody on Detroit, but Washington's still good enough. If Detroit, you have a bad game on that Sunday, on that Saturday, look out. There are teams that can compete. You do have teams that cannot compete, but they can upset at any fucking time. So the NFL, that's why I think it's the most fun sport to watch, because any game is competitive. It's not looking at the NBA where you have your blowouts, and teams can just throw the game away because you have 144. In the NFL, you only have 18 games.
So
Everyone matters.
that being said, it is that time. Who is your pick? And I have a feeling I know who your main pick is going to be. Give me 2 sleepers.
2 sleepers to win it all.
Well, I mean, we did. Did you do you think Miami? I'm telling you, when I say
For the
sleeper,
NFC, to win the NFC.
yeah, who's your team to win it all? And
Okay.
like I said, I know who you're going to say.
All right, my sleepers for the NFC. I can't really say sleepers because you have like top tier and then you have bottom tier teams. I'll take Green Bay.
Okay.
I think they're going to be tough, and then I'm going to take Detroit because seriously, they got to be sick. If I was a Detroit fan, I will be sick the way we lost in the playoffs the last 2 years. I'm sure those players are too. And Jared Goff is playing great football. Jameer Gibbs. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Detroit picks up one more fucking offensive piece, and they get their defense back nice and healthy this year with the young kids. That kid from Michigan, you got Sam Laporta. Fuck, man, Detroit's going to be another tough out, man, and they are going to play pissed, and they played pissed this year because how they lost the year before. That's why Dan Campbell in Detroit, they never took their foot off the gas. When they won games, they were going to make sure they didn't just win by one score. They're going to make sure that team could not catch the fuck back up. Now imagine 2 years in a row going out like that. Detroit, minus the points each and every fucking game for me this year. Absolutely. They are going to play pissed. They're going to take 0 chances. They're going to try to go undefeated. And until they run into Philly, who is going to win it all, as long as they don't have that fucking Super Bowl hangover. But I think Philly's still playing pissed. I just worry about those young kids, especially on the defensive side of the ball, being happy, coming right out of college and winning a Super Bowl in their first or second year. And, maybe they don't take the offseason so serious. And that's going to hurt them. But you got guys like Saquon, Jalen Hurts, Brown Smith. They're players. They're players, and they don't just want one. That was just a taste. They want to be in the record books. They want that back to back. And I think they're the kind of players that get you there, especially with that another awesome offensive line that is just getting started.
And of course, your team to win it all.
Philly,
All
give me the birds. Give me the birds.
right.
If I was not allowed to pick the birds,
I didn't say you weren't allowed.
no, but I feel like there is some bias there.
There is some bias, but at the same time, your boys have backed it up this season. Big target on their back.
I'd take Detroit. If not Philly, it'd be Detroit.
Which is funny you would say that because guess what? I think under Jared Goff, I'm picking Detroit this year to upset everybody.
They're going to put their defense on bubble wrap.
Now, my 2 sleepers are going to come from the same division.
Don't say the South.
Commanders are one of them. People are not going to. Okay, so Jaden Daniels came in there and surprised everybody.
And now they got Debo.
Now they've got Debo. They're going to be another team with a big target on their back. How do we stop this phenom that came in there and knocked off the number 1 team to win it all?
Mm-hmm.
I go back to it. They were hurt, but they're a professional team.
They blew
You
the fuck
lost.
out. They blew
Okay.
the fuck out. You know, they beat them offensively and defensively. Detroit couldn't score, and that's all they did all year.
But out of all these contenders, this is the one team, and we give these guys a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And this pick right now, bear in mind, is before free agency is over and before the draft. But I'm telling you right now, with what I've seen so far, Cowboys are looking to make a play.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Dak gonna get hurt again. Dak got paid and he was
They stayed competitive. Somehow, some way, they stayed competitive.
with a backup quarterback. And you know what? Let's see what Jerry Jones does. Because you know what? One thing I could kind of see your point, is Jerry Jones will not die unless he wins the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure.
never die.
I'm pretty sure he'll be down there selling oil fields, lighting them all on fucking fire down there until he wins. And if he feels he can do that with Dak Prescott, you can do that with CeeDee Lamb, you can do that with the defense.
Now
You
that,
can do that with Ashton Jaunty as your running back, Ezekiel Elliott, a veteran who's still playing semi-decent ball. Rico Dowdle, their initial running back, is a free agent.
you ready for the free agency and wide receivers? We didn't even look on that.
Oh, it's massive.
Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks,
Woo!
Marquise Brown, Darius Slayton,
Lighting from the Giants.
D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins,
Up, get out of KC.
Elijah Moore, Deontay Johnson, De'Ami Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Josh Palmer, Mike Williams, Nick Westbrook. A lot of these. Oh, no! Why did I do that? Oh, I was doing so good, and then I had
Damian
to.
Westbrook is a free agent out of Jacksonville. Hey, Philly.
Where's that at? Josh Palmer, Mike Williams, Nick Westbrook, Kine, Van Jefferson, Robert Woods, DeMarcus Robertson, Tyler Boyd, Tutu Atwell, Noah Brown, KJ Osborne, DJ Shark. I did it again. That's twice now.
DJ Shark,
DJ Shark. Marquez Valdez Scantling, Nelson Aguilar, Tim Patrick, Mac Hollins, Zach Pascal, Zay Jones, and Ashton Dulon. Okay, so that being said, though, Devontae Adams, he stays.
with the Jets,
Yes.
he went to the Jets to play with Rodgers and Alan Lazard. I don't know if he stays.
I think they keep him.
He's
He's going to ask to trade out, but I think they keep him.
Devon-
Stephon Diggs,
He wants to win. They want to win. They want a ring. I don't think these guys made so much money. It's not about the money anymore. It's about going to a Super Bowl contender.
Stephon Diggs, going nowhere.
Definitely not Buffalo.
Not going anywhere. Keenan Allen.
I would see a lot of these receivers, these veteran receivers, if they want to win, I would see them leaning towards Buffalo.
Chris Godwin.
Oh God, he's so fucking injury prone right now. But he was Tampa Bay. He was the NFC leading in receptions before he got hurt. I don't think he stays in Tampa Bay. I think somebody else is going to pay the man. Jerry Jones.
I don't think they're getting rid of him. I disagree with that. I think they got a good thing down there. They're going to run him until the wheels fall off.
I mean, well, him and Baker obviously had a good connection if he was a leading receiver. But that's because Mike Evans is attracting a lot of attention.
Amari Cooper, who is the
He's like
Ryan
the,
Fitzpatrick of
he's
the
like-
wide receivers.
he's like the NFL whore right now. Everybody's had a little piece of Amari Cooper.
I'm still a fan.
But he's still playing decent football. He's become the X factor. I could see him going to Kansas City.
I could see him going to the Steelers possibly. And that's not being biased. That is, I said that a couple times now.
Well, recently he's been with Cleveland, Dallas.
So why would they? And you said that right there. He's been with Cleveland. Why not pick up somebody that has played for the opposition?
Because his best days were when he plays on NFC teams. Actually, no, I'm incorrect. He did ball out of Cleveland.
Another person that could help keep, because I'm not going to say he's a megastar, but he is a good receiver, and that is George Pickens. When he plays, when he keeps his head straight, he can play.
If the Steelers are revamping that offense, that they might, instead of that 5th round pick to get DK,
That
instead
would
of
be
the 1st round pick,
yeah.
and say, we'll give you Pickens and our 5th round pick. You give us Debo, and we retain our 1st round pick. So now, and then you give
counter offer,
and now you give me Fields with Debo.
Fields' best attribute is his scrambling. Honestly, he can throw the ball when they give him a chance, but we wanted him guaranteed because of his scrambling. That was kind of like their quasi way, and I'm sure everybody on Spotify can see me do my air quotes.
And that's what drives me batshit about the Steelers, man, is it fucking worked. It was working. And then insert Russell Wilson, and we abandoned that philosophy. I couldn't make sense of it. Now we're just going to start running. Like, Fields is winning games. He was running. He was getting that 1st down. And then in the playoffs, when you needed the win, now we start having special plays for Justin Fields. And you know what? The defense has sniffed it out already.
Well, one name that has been tied to the Steelers a couple times now? One Mr. Tyler Boyd.
Coming over from Cincinnati.
Yes.
He was not happy in Cincinnati, and they were talking about trading him all season. So he will not stay in Cincinnati. But
that would be a hell of an attribute because Cincinnati and Baltimore are our 2 biggest threats. I'm not concerned with Cleveland. But in looking at this list, I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin. After that, I think it starts to open up.
Yeah, I mean, the free agency is going to be huge. It is going to be absolutely huge. These juggernaut teams are a trade or a free agent or 2 away from being absolutely fucking elite. It's going to be amazing to see what some of these teams do. Who sleeps? Or are they having a jam sesh?
They are.
They
actually wanted us to come over sometime.
And I hope, especially for your sake, for the competitiveness that we like in football, that the Steelers and the Rooneys don't fucking sleep on free agency or the draft and open up the pocketbook. Stop. You know what? Hey guys, it's money. You can't take it with you when you're dead. You know what I mean? I mean, you could probably leave it to your millions of grandchildren. But honestly, like, for the city, open up the fucking pocketbook because you guys got the money, you got the cap room, you got the space. You just Wilson's gone. You're not biting that bullet any longer. Throw the football to good receivers. Buy an offense. You have the defense. Buy the offense. The defense moves the ball just as much as the fucking offense. It's fucking fair. It's hard. Steeler football. How about winning football? I think that the city would appreciate that.
I'd love to have, my boys back, I don't want to. I've told my son this multiple times. I'm getting sick and tired of sitting on the edge of the damn seat, hoping they're not going to lose the game.
When the Steelers were winning Super Bowls, they were moving the football. The 3 Bs. They were moving the football. You had Brown.
Wow.
You had Ben. They were moving the fucking football. And now we stopped moving the football after Ben, and it's not looking good.
It's not looking good for the Steelers at all.
Not good. Move the football.
So, on that note, shall we take one more break and then
wrap her up?
Possibly. Because I got something I want to bring up. I actually watched a baseball game for a little bit today, and I was actually kind of surprised, and I just looked up the final score. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And we're not in regular season yet either.
We can do a little baseball. First pitch is about 2-3 weeks away.
When does the NFL release their schedules. I am very interested.
We should be getting close, but I think it will come after the draft. It's shortly after the draft.
I will look that up here shortly.
Because the NFL starts thinking about, ooh, how can we make some moolah?
How about a little bit of GB3?
Oh, we love GB3. June 21st here at Grove City Memorial Park.
Maybe. But we don't know where it's at yet. It's still so far up in the air. All right. How about let's do some How I'm Getting Over You. We'll be right back, guys.
How the hell do we end up here? Everything good seems to disappear. Life comes at you fast and then it's gone. I wish that we'd have one more night. Rewind the hands of time. Forget that we ever had to say goodbye. Life ain't fair, man, don't you know? We're one mistake from starting over. It don't matter where we go, the other side is creeping closer. So here goes another night, getting high, trying not to lose my mind, dreaming about them good old days. Taking trips, ripping lips, checking off a bucket list. Some things ain't gonna change. We're burning up and back roads, cooler in the console, chasing down a neon road. Another night, getting high, doing what we used to do. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you. 5 years feels like yesterday. In this case, spirit on the pain. 'Cause I'll take you with me everywhere I go. Driving around this empty truck, trying to get my mind unstuck. Moving on just makes me feel alone. Life ain't fair, I know you know. The other side's just creeping closer. Not sure how it works up there, but down here we still need some closure. So here goes another night, getting high, trying not to lose my mind, dreaming about them good old days. Taking trips, ripping lips, checking off a bucket list. Some things ain't gonna change. We're burning up in back roads, cooler in the console, chasing down a neon road. Another night, getting high, doing what we used to do. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you. Life ain't fair, I know you know. The other side's just creeping closer. Not sure how it works up there, but down here we still need some closure. So here goes another night, getting high, trying not to lose my mind, dreaming about them good old days. Taking trips, ripping lips, checking off a bucket list. Some things ain't gonna change. We're burning up in back roads, cooler in the console, chasing down a neon road. Another night, getting high, doing what we used to do. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you. Yeah, that's how I'm getting over you.
Just amazing feel-good song. Truth be told, that's our boy GB3 Gary Burke III, who will be starting his tour here very soon. Look him up on GaryBurke3.com.
Yeah.
You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the fun stuff. TikTok.
Great American, great man, great patriot.
Definitely worth checking out. As is our boys, the Southern Outlaws band, who, as I just seen on Alive, they are doing their little jam session and practicing. They've got some stuff coming up. Webb City, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
They will be performing along with the Pinup Girls and the cast of Black Panther 3, which will be coming out in 2026. Watched a little baseball today. Had to turn it off because it was kind of turning into a blowout.
You know, spring training baseball is kind of exciting to watch because they score runs.
Yes.
Because you got backups in there, and you have guys on that bench that are doing everything they can to make the team. Pitchers and batters. One good best moment I had for spring training so far.
Oh.
Shohei Ohtani's first at bat during spring training. Yahtzee, whoopsie, smacking it. I'm looking at some of these rosters for baseball, dude, and I see absolute fucking juggernauts. I didn't know some of these teams got the players they did. The Yankees picked up, Paul Goldschmidt.
Another name.
He's a Yankee now. Cardinals. Bellinger. I'm pretty sure Cody Bellinger is a Yankee. I got to do this. I got to do this now because I saw it the other day and I didn't look it up myself. I was like, holy shit! Like,
Oh, here you need some liquid courage.
yeah. I mean, I love my Phillies, but holy fuck! I'll tell you right now. The I was going to say the AFC, the American League. Even though the Yankees did lose to the Twins today,
8-4.
Twins are going to be a good team. Let me see.
While you're looking it up, I will do a quick recap of today's games. The Tampa Bay Rays went into Philadelphia and beat the Phillies 5-4. The Nationals put a stomping on the Cardinals in St. Louis, 12-1. Toronto Blue Jays at home defeated the Boston Red Sox 7-4. The Los Angeles Dodgers at home took out the Rangers of Texas 8-4. The San Francisco Giants at home defeated the Chicago White Sox 7-3. The Padres dropped. Whoa! So the Rangers. I got two games for the Rangers today.
They might have played. They do.
Wow!
What do they call it? They call it a split game where they intermingle their players.
No, this is something new. I didn't know.
Yeah. They'll call it. I forget what it's called, but it's called a split something.
Well, their good team beat the Padres at home.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't bet on it because they alternate their players, but yeah, they'll switch like half their bench.
The game's going on
Split squad. That's what it is.
The game's going on right now. The Pittsburgh Pirates are in Baltimore playing the Orioles. They're tied 5-5 in the 7th.
Well, they're all in Florida.
The Marlins.
They're all still in Florida.
Thank you. The Marlins and the Braves ended in a tie 1-1. The Astros beat the Mets 5-1. And they're beating the Mets 5-1 right now, bottom of the 7th. And the games that have just started. Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Guardians of Cleveland. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Royals and Cubs, bottom of the third, 0-0. Brewers over the Athletics right now. The bottom of the first, 1-0. What you got?
One quick thing. We'll jump. We're gonna change gears. Go back to the NFL real quick.
Oh shit!
All right. So you're talking about the NFL schedule this year.
Yes.
There are a few games locked in because they're international.
Oh, and that be us actually. My Pittsburgh Steelers were playing in Dublin, Ireland.
In Dublin, Ireland. So the Chargers now hold Brazil. The Colts now hold Berlin, Germany.
Oh.
The Germans. The Dolphins will be playing in Espanol, Spain.
Nice.
Like you said, the Steelers will be playing in Dublin.
Dublin. My penis is Dublin.
I know. And then Breton. Crikey, Breton. The smoking fags. Can I got one of your fags? Down in Britain. The Jags, the Browns, and the Jets are playing in Britain. Britain, you just got fucked. Y'all crikey.
Dude, send them to Australia so we can actually say that.
Philly had Australia last year. It was great, but yeah, not this year. They were not impressed.
Oh my God! You know what? I'd forgotten all about that. There's already games locked, but there is no opponents for these
Correct.
teams.
Yeah,
These
teams,
are all teams that are considered home teams in that game.
yes, and of course the Jags are in Britain again, which we joked about all season how the Jags that was their home.
That's their home field.
because they played like 2 in a row.
Won one, lost one. If I remember correctly. Did they
Yeah,
not?
lost the first one and then lived there for a week and won the second.
Dude, fish and chips. They must really like it over there.
Fish and chips and fact.
Bucks.
All right, so this Yankees roster, this Yankees, they picked up pitchers. They still have Garrett Cole, Max Fried. Do you know who he is? He's one of the Braves' aces.
Okay.
They picked him up, which was huge. Louis Gill, he's a great pitcher. They kept him. They picked up Mark Leiter as a pitcher. I know Steve-O's over there like, oh. They have Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, Marcus Stroman, Luke Weaver. Their pitching staff's elite. Their catchers, their best one is Austin Wells. Infielders, Oswaldo Cabrera, Jazz Chisholm, who they picked up off from Miami. Now they got Paul Goldschmidt.
Gold shits.
Paul Goldschmidt, who's a home run. He's a beast. DJ LeMahieu, Ben Wright's the second year. Anthony Volpe.
You do know you're talking about a team I absolutely detest. I have never.
I
been a
hate him
Yankees
too, but
fan.
I hope they suck, but holy shit.
Oh,
And now they got Cody Bellinger, Trent Grisham, they picked up from San Diego, Aaron Judge, and your DOH is Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, holy shit. That is tough. I mean, but nobody's going to beat Dodgers this year. This team right here, they're going to give them a run for their money. The Dodgers, sorry, Philly, man. Holy shit, are they fucking stacked. They picked up, God, dang, they picked up pitching. They picked up every good Japanese player. And you know what? You know what happens if you've never seen a good Japanese player come over to America, Shohei Ohtani. Holy smokes. They don't bring him over here. Real quick, Dodgers, Glasnow, Gonsolin, Michael Gross, fucking terrible. Clayton Kershaw, he'll be healthy. Michael Kopech, they got from the White Sox. Dustin May, he'll actually be healthy this year. Bobby Miller, Tanner Scott. Who else they got here? Sheehan's shit. Oh, they got Blake Snell from San Diego. I don't know why the fuck they let him go. And they picked up the Japanimation sensation, Yamamoto. You got Ohtani, Barnes, Will Smith, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Hae-Sung Kim also came from San Diego, Max Muncy, and Miguel Rojas. Conforto, how the fuck they got him, I don't know, but he's a beast. Conforto, Edmund, Teoscar Hernandez, and Chris Taylor. I mean, shit, they're fucking stacked, offensively and defensively.
well, I'm gonna say, here comes the bias. I think my boys have made some decent pickups this year.
All right, you want to talk about the Pirates roster?
Ah,
Hey, I'm glad. Hey, I followed Pittsburgh all year, man. I followed them all year.
I will say this much: it's almost like you actually are more of a Pittsburgh Pirates fan than even your own Philadelphia Phillies. It's kind of weird.
Absolutely not. I am a hardcore.
Well, and
Phillies
I'm
fan.
not. That was not a slag on you by no means, but that, I mean, dude, like, I mean, you jumped all over that one. You're like, but I mean, I think you do. I mean,
No, I do like. I do like Pittsburgh. I do like watching them play because they're young and
most of them.
they're aggressive, and I appreciate that. But
They just picked up that new pitcher though from Texas.
they got all right. So their closer is still going to be Beers with Bednar. He's not good. He's not good, and they have Bailey Falter. He's not good. Their older pitchers suck. They picked up Andrew Heaney, is your guy from Texas. Heaney's good. He's going to help him out. The young kid, Jared Jones, and why the fuck they still have Mitch Keller?
I was just looking at that, and I was getting ready to comment on that myself.
He's throwing a batting practice every time you go out there. It's like a fucking home run derby. They kept him. But they did get Justin Lawrence. He's good. Shit, still looking. Schemes.
Oh, he's there, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
my
the
Christ.
sensation.
The same people who own the Steelers own the fucking Pirates because they also picked up Joey Wentz, who's also he gives them fucking homers. All right, Pittsburgh Pirates fans, make sure you're betting overs each and every fucking game. Holy shit, Wentz is terrible.
It's either going to be one way or the other.
They're catchers though. Joey Bart's good. Henry Davis.
I just want my Pirates to finally complete a season. Don't start off like red hot and then just go. Okay,
They get there until the All-Star break, and then it's like, all right,
We had
either-
fun.
We either make a run at the All-Star break, or we're gonna start packing it in. This can't be a packing in this year. I think the fans are getting tired of that shit. Infielders.
Oof.
They picked up Xiong Che Cheng. He is very good. He played over there in the Korea Baseball League. He is very good. Adam Frazier. They picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
He
Journeyman.
He is very good. He's a veteran. Brian Hayes, he's hit or miss. He's back and forth. But they also got Spencer Horowitz from Toronto, and they still have the old New York Yankee Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, IKF, and
The only good thing to come out of New York Yankees.
yeah, and Jared Triolo. He's up and coming. Now it's the outfield that I love about this fucking Pittsburgh
Oh
team.
man, you want to talk about the ageless one himself? I'm going to start that one off. Andrew fucking McCutchen.
Here's the unfortunate thing about the bats for Pittsburgh is they're all in the outfield, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, you can only play 3 a game. You have Ji-Hwan Bae, who's very good. O'Neal Cruz, who's a beast.
I don't know why they have him in outfield. He's a shortstop.
He's a shortstop here, but he's also he gets delegated as far as the roster is, as far as positions you can fill.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're able to get these guys. So I mean, they're not all outfielders, but it helps them with the roster. O'Neal Cruz, center field, shortstop, DH. Jake Juan Bay, he'll be playing second base, but he's as an outfielder for the roster. McCutchen, straight outfielder. I can see him DHing a lot this season. They did get Joshua Palacios, who is but they got Tommy Pham from the Mets.
And they still have Brian Reynolds, who is
A
really been
Fucking
coming on.
monster, all-star last year. He's an absolute monster. Anytime he's behind the plate man, he don't look like much.
O'Neal Cruz is one of those ones. He's huge. He's tall. He's big. He goes up. He's not looking. He is the new, and not because he's so great at home runs. This is not this comparison. I compare him to Hank Aaron because Hank Aaron, I mean, dude, his strikeouts were just like phenomenal. He had every year, but that's because he's constantly swinging, as we always say, for the fences.
He swings aggressively.
O'Neal Cruz is one of those ones. He's either going to hit it hard or he's going to go down swinging.
Yeah, he's one of the guys where I'm pretty sure the pitcher throws the pitch and like
Closes
closes it up. Like, fuck.
Puts his glove up, just does this whole
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, he steals bases, and that's a good thing I like about Pittsburgh and this young team. And then Jack Sawinski out there, he's a home run smasher.
But the thing about O'Neal Cruz too, he is very error prone out there. He's not one of the elite shortstops.
He's a big fucking dude. He's a big dude. But if you're gonna put all this offense that they can possibly have, you have to put him somewhere. And he's not tracking down. He's not gonna get out and beat a ball to the warning track. So we're gonna keep him at shortstop. I mean, I'd like to see him at first base.
I'd rather see him like right field, center field, somewhere in the outfield. He would fit out there with his height. He is that threat. You better get that ball up and over the wall because that man is big enough, tall enough. He's going to snatch it.
I mean, this is home run power. And the thing I love about Pittsburgh is their extra base ability and their willingness to steal bases. And they added shit. And the way I think they're going to structure this lineup is you're going to have power, speed, power, speed, power, speed. And they definitely have the guys to do that. I mean, Bay, Cruz, Reynolds, all base stealers, IKF, Brian Hayes. Tons of speed out there.
Got to do it.
Philly. Oh, Philly lets some shit go.
Yeah, but you still have, dude. I look forward to this season. You know they play each other. I definitely think we talked about it last year. We swore up and down, but we're getting notorious for that. I swear we're gonna go to a Pitt basketball game. We're gonna go. You know, we're gonna go to. I am really wanting to because some of these guys are coming close to the end, and I personally.
Well, they signed big contract, but they also Philly did pick up a few power hitters, and Philly was also not shy of power hitters. So I mean, they're going to be a factor. You know, your pitchers for Philly. You still got Jose Alvarado. They picked up Tanner Banks. Of note, they still got Nola.
Do you need? I got the list right here. If you want.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay,
Christopher Sanchez is bomb. Matt Strom's bomb. Ranger Suarez is dope as shit.
Jesus God, you have a huge fucking bullpen of.
Zach Wheeler, I mean, it's good. Your catchers, all right. JT Real Muto and Garrett Stubbs is he's no backup. Infielders, Alec Boehm, all-star this year. Cody Clemens, Roger Clemens' kid.
Oh,
He comes into games, he smacks fucking homers. He's not a backup on some teams. Then, of course, you got Bryce Harper, the rookie sensation, Buddy Kennedy, Edmundo Sosa, who comes in and smacks dingers, Bryson Stott, and Trey Turner.
Honestly, I am going to be very adamant this summer that we go to the Phillies Pirates.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I would love to see
Hitting the over.
on the same field. And yes, I'm even rooting for one of your guys. I would love to see McCutcheon just once. Never got to see him play. And I would love to see Bryce Harper on that field.
Oh, we're sitting in
time.
the outfield. We're sitting in the
All
outfield.
day long.
We're going for dingers.
And you know what? We're going to be very selective too. I want right in between
We'll spread out.
left and center.
We'll
And
spread
I'm
out. We'll bring the boys and we'll get like 4 seats.
Oh, we're doing it.
Spread out in the
And you know
outfield.
what? That's what's fun about pirate games, baseball games all around, dude. The cheap seats the cheap seats are the good seats.
We'll be selective, and we'll just try to get that foul ball.
I will say, I had a great time with Connor the one time. We got handed tickets by season ticket holders who had 4 tickets. Me and Connor got to sit right behind home plate. An amazing experience for that young man.
You know, the good thing about Pirates games is the tickets aren't expensive.
And then when they left,
We get great seats for like $30.
they were like a lot of people. You know, they go in, they watch a little bit, and then it's like, okay, we're good. And they said, hey, let your wife, if you want to let your wife and daughter know, come on down. They can take our seats. We're leaving. So, you know, about halfway through the game, all of us
Pirates game,
right there.
you
And,
spend, you spend more money on hot dogs than you do the tickets.
and you know what's really fun about it? PNC is one of the top 10 Major League Baseball fields.
It's a beautiful park. Absolutely beautiful.
Easy to get to. All sorts of fun. Dude, really?
Oh, yeah. I did the platter. Yeah, we talked about Philly. That's my tickling.
We're immediately now we're gonna go into the prostate. Dude, turn your mic off. Yes, I know. I am with my partner in crime here 100%. Football truly is America's sport anymore. But I'm sorry. I'm still a kid at heart when it comes to this. Dude, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. I mean, come on. It is so much fun. It really is.
The smell.
I mean, the food, the beer,
Ooh.
the game. You know, just how about the excitement of that ball could come your way? Do you, when you go to a Pirate game or any a baseball game, do you still take your mitt? Or are you one of those guys that's like, you know what? I'm gonna man it out.
No,
I'm gonna take broken fingers and broken hands over this.
I used to take the mitt, but now I'm just like, man, I'm never gonna get one. So maybe next game I take the mitt. But you know what mitt I have? I have my childhood mitt.
Oh,
That fits up to like here, my old Mizuno.
oh,
It's
oh,
fine. I still have it. I still have my childhood mitt.
dude,
Fits
I
up to
missed
here.
my Wilson. Oh man,
We'll catch one in that Mizuno, and I'll be like,
dude, we were
turn
literally
around and fuck you.
growing up. We always, because that was back when the Pirates were really good. Van Slyke, Barry Bonds, Bobby Bowe, Mike LaValliere. I mean, all those
Yeah.
guys. So
Sid
tickets
Bream?
were
No, his Braves.
no. Sid Bream was, Sid Bream. He was first base. Then he went to the Braves.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes. Harmony native, not very far from here. Awesome man. Met him multiple times. Be a good guy to have on here and talk about baseball.
Oh, bring his mustache.
But I'm going to tell you right now that one becomes really fun because he is very Christian oriented, very church going. So he's going to put our resolve to the test. Welcome to the bar, sir.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's not alcohol. It's holy water. We'll do wine.
Uh.
We could do wine that day.
We could do one.
So I'm going to put it out there and try and see if I can get a hold of him. Bring him onto the show.
Wine and pepperoni.
Why
Body of
not?
Christ.
And you know what's really going to be fun? Wow.
Pepperoni. It's good.
I almost got laid today.
What happened?
Damn, that kid could run. Had to do it. Sorry. Every show is turning into, there's always going to be one dark humor joke.
Happy Ash Thursday.
Barnwall.
Oh my God. We gotta stop.
What's the difference between bullets and people?
No.
People miss John Lennon.
Oh my God.
Dude, I can't help it. I watch these guys. They do dark humor all the time. But what they do is they try and make each other spit. Remember Wild 'N Out when they did the spit takes?
Yeah.
So they're sitting there with mouths full of water and they're telling like the darkest jokes you can. And I'm telling you, like, it's flying. It's hilarious. So, anyways, back to it. I would love to have Sid Bream on here to talk baseball.
Absolutely, man.
But going back to what I was saying originally, man, Pirate tickets were never that expensive, honestly, when you think about it. Like, I mean, you can get them for like $20 back in the day.
They're not bad, man.
They're not too far off now.
Hey, shameless plug, man. I use the Game Time app. I'll wait till the day of the game. I'll see what's available, dude. It's $18.
So we would literally,
And it's a good ticket, man. You're in the hundreds, 200s.
and you know what the best part was? I was in Three River Stadium back then.
I got
Amazing.
foul ball. I did
Amazing.
get foul ball down there.
So being way up where we were, I still took my mitt.
There's not a bad seat in the house. The ball can reach. You were that close to the field. The
But-
ball will get up there.
There was one time, and I will never forget this. They were taking on the
Hey, Sandy.
Sandy. What's up, girl? What you got? Hales.
Hey.
Miss Sandy Bottom. Love that woman. Amazing person. They were playing the St. Louis Cardinals, and we were actually right there up against the fence. I could look down, and there were the players. Like, I saw the field. We had the best seats ever. And our boys won by a grand slam. And that ball was literally like 5 or 6 rows over. And it got out of there in a hurry. I was like, that was the appeal of going to the game, getting to hang out with my dad. I mean, dude, back in the day, you played pickup. We played basketball. We'd get out there, you were never inside. We went out, we played football, baseball. Baseball was a big thing. Here's the sick, this is first base, this is, this rock over here, second, so on. Everybody wanted to be a pitcher, whether we could pitch or not. Yes, ma'am. I will actually, you know what? For the fun of it, we will drop the link. Yes, ma'am. And Miss Joelle in there. We got to see you guys jam session.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hello. So, yeah, it's just it's always at the beginning of the season. Baseball for me is revitalized.
You know, it's getting better, and the way a lot of these rosters are right now, it's going to be a good season. You like runs. I mean, if you're going to a Paul Skeens game, don't expect runs. You know, you just root.
Expect 90-mile-an-hour curveballs.
He's insane. He's
Oh,
insane.
never
I can
that
only imagine.
famous curveball. Because even who was it? It was against the hot shot from San Diego. He pitched that curve. It was clocked at 98 mile an hour. That ball went in strike, and he looked at Skeens and gave him that little look, that nod, like, dude.
So word is that Skeens has been working on a pitch that has never been seen before.
Run it.
All right, so this fucking thing, it looks like it's gonna fucking nail you at 100 miles an hour, and you know what it does? Finds the strike zone. It is going to be nasty. I mean, you're either to swing to defend yourself. It's human instinct. Like you're gonna take a chop, but the chop's gonna be like in here where you're trying to defend yourself. Like,
what's it gonna be? A curve that looks like it's gonna go, instead of curving in towards, it's gonna like go right at you and then curve away.
They haven't even named it. I mean, it's going to cut right. It's either going to hit you where you jump, or it's going to hit the corner. I mean, it's going to be his closing pitch. If you go down 2 strikes to Skeens, you're swinging. I mean, so you bet swing. I mean, he's going to be nasty for years to come.
So, I guess we're going to do a slight bit of overtime,
Yeah.
not much, but I've dropped the link. There's a rehearsal going on. We're going to take a quick break to empty our bladders, get everything ready. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Before we take that break, make sure you show some love to our guys over there at Grove City Beverage, located in Grove City, Pennsylvania on Main Street. The number is 724-458-4280. They've got your domestics. They've got your crafts, your imports, your slushies, your wine coolers. For you non-alcoholic drinkers, yes, they do have soda and the ever-famous beer wagon. Any and all things needed to keep your party hydrated. Man, follow them on Facebook, Instagram. I'm sure they're on every social media you can find. Good people, good prices, good selection, man. They are our good friends over there at Grove City Beverage. They got apparel too. Oh, guys and girls. So we are going to take one last break. And I do believe I've dropped the link, ladies. If you want to go ahead and just click the link on whichever platform you're on. Otherwise, I can send it to you. Just let me know where I need to send it. But in all honesty, since we are going to end this session, love you too, sweetheart. Very much so. Awesome, amazing woman.
Oh, yeah.
I do. So yeah, we've dropped the link. We definitely want to see this jam session in play. Looking forward to talking to you guys. We are going to take a quick break. We are going to play one of my favorites. I don't know, it's a toss-up all the time, but can't help myself, guys. Good for the soul. And hopefully when we come back, we will be joined by our friends Sandy and the Southern Outlaws.
For the soul. Good friend, good music, good whiskey. Hey, good for the soul. Bob and Jay, good for the soul. A good friend, good music, good whiskey. It's good for the soul. My brother came into the bar, and we raised a glass or two. We did the first floor, and then I yelled, hell yeah, it's good for the soul. Good friends, good music, good whiskey. Damn, it's good for the soul.
I just got to pull up a little something if it'll ever let me. My computer tabs are through the damn roof right now. Just give me 1 second, ladies. I promise you I will have a link sent to you as soon as I figure out what the hell's going on here. But in case you guys, for all you that haven't really followed us before, we are very good friends with some people over in Ohio, a band that is, if you haven't been to a Southern Outlaw show, it's incredible. It is so much fun. There we go. And you guys are about to see a bunch of people that are just absolute a riot. Ugh. So allow me to do this. Here we go. Miss Sandy, I have sent a link to you, girl, in your messenger that should allow you to come on. So that should fix that problem. But as we wait for them, guys, I want to thank you for joining us for our Thirsty Thursday Sports Night.
Yeah, we're interested in doing trivia on this night. So if you guys are interested in participating, we'd like to invite you guys as contestants to come on here each and every week. Probably about an hour of your time, compete. I'm sure we can come up with some kind of prize.
Challenge the champ.
Challenge the champ. It'll be you guys against another shot. And test your sports knowledge. Either me or Bill will be your host, or we could even have Kat do it, per chance.
Quite possible. Quite possible.
Test your sports knowledge. Get in here and just have some fun, guys. But we don't just limit it to sports. We also listen to music. This is not just our podcast. It's also your listeners.
Oh. So, yeah. We do have a we got a lineup that is only growing. We're going to be on this Saturday night.
Correct. We are going rogue.
We're doing things a little different this time, though. We are actually going to go on some of our other social medias. So this is the opportunity, as you've seen on the ticker below. I have shown you all you got to do is go to Linktree, look for Another Shot Podcast. Or if you're on our Facebook, just click on the link. It'll take you to our Twitter, our X, our Spotify, X, I said twice now, TikTok, Instagram. we are going to go live from some of these other ones and try and really branch out there.
Yeah, we found out that we have growings in places like Singapore, Sweden,
Sweden.
Swedes.
Dude, I've had a blast. Did you see that one coming, by the way?
Sweden.
We actually on Spotify, it turns out, because we're big fans of looking at the analytics just to kind of see where we branch out. Like, you know,
We have just as well as half as well as a following in Sweden as we do in the United States, and that's credit to Spotify and things like that.
all you got to do, girls, click on your messenger. I did send the link. I can send it a second time on your Facebook. That should allow you to come on.
You were right. I was wrong.
What's up?
I got beat.
I tried to tell you. I've sent it to you a second time, girl. Otherwise, I tell you what. Send me a message. Send me your email. We'll go that route. That seems to be the best way to do it. Don't know what's going on that one. But yeah, as it turns out, on Spotify, at 30, I'm gonna have to look this again. I think it was like 33 point something percent shows us on or being listened to in Sweden.
Sweden.
So I mean, at the end of the day, you can legit say we are worldwide. But you know what's fun about Sweden? They like two things. They like their beer. They like their chocolates. So, you know, Switzerland has the
And
chocolates.
they love their swimsuit issue.
They love their swimsuit issue.
What is it? The Swedish bikini team?
Oh man,
No.
they even still a thing.
If the house was burning down, the one thing that would have made it out back in 1995 would have been
the Swedish
my
Swedish bikini team.
my copy of the Swedish bikini team.
Mm.
Oh my god!
But yes, we have. We will be going live from some of our other platforms just to see how we can really branch out there. We'll be on TikTok. We'll be on X. X is going to be a problem, but we will be on Instagram
Yes,
as well.
yes. You won't find us here, but we'll drop links.
Maybe, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, somewhere we got a day.
Yeah, it's been
Sunday is our
experiment.
Sunday will be our hangover. What? Woo! Our boy Blazin's in the house. Where was I? Sunday is our Sunday night weekend hangover. We'll recap the week. We figure out, we just shoot the shit, really, dude. That's what basically our show. That's all we ever do is just get on here. We drink. We talk like any normal people do at the bar. We love to bring you guys on here, and whatever conversation comes up, comes up.
Yeah, have a true
You
shit
never
show.
know. Dude, we've had our group chats.
True story.
We've had, dude. I think at one point did we not have somebody show us how to make beef jerky, deer jerky?
Yeah, we had Jason Stewart on here.
Man, when GQ comes on, it's dude, it's trivia. Dude, it's all over the place. You never know with him. And then you got GQ, you got Edward, and you got Chaz, and Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones.
Cannot forget Mr. Bones. Yeah. We've had Blaze on here. Man. Sandy girl, just send me a message and send me your email. That's the only other way I could think to do it. Dude has 4 personalities. Yeah. And every one of them's funny.
He is quite the fucking entertainer, man. Nothing but good things for that gentleman. Absolutely.
Dude, if anybody watched the show last night, dude, it was literally
Oh, what did you call it? The Chaz.
oh man.
The Chaz report.
He
had the Chaz report. We might give
he
him
had
another
a suit
segment.
and tie, and I mean the whole thing.
We might yeah, he might get his own Chaz report segment. It was pretty
that'd be funny.
intense.
Just let it. And in doing so, we also told him we're going to send him a mic because I think people need to hear the truth behind.
Yeah, let's see how that works. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, love to make him a continuous regular.
So yeah, Sunday night is our Sunday night weekend hangover. Wednesdays are open bar night. Again, just whatever. I mean, what more can you say? This is the only real night that we actually have like a specific topic we just talk about. And sometimes it goes like this, where
That's why we're here.
we go off the rails a little bit. And dude, I think we had Blaze on the one night, and we went almost an hour just talking straight movies.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that man right there, he's got a plethora of knowledge. Honestly,
he is a connoisseur of.
He could turn around and challenge us in different ways.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. He does join us from the. You can catch him most of the time on the Nonsensical Network.
It's Fridays.
Fridays.
I think he runs the show there on Fridays.
Netflix and what is it? Netflix and Chill? No, Networks and Chill or something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, but it's good, man. It's good shit, man. You don't want to leave your house. You want to sit there and you want to get bent at home and enjoy some good topic and good conversation. Would strongly implore you guys to look over there on the Nonsensical Network.
Let me get back in here and see. Hang on.
Are they still jam session?
I believe so. I'm just going to shoot her a message real quick.
All right. So anything else there on sports? It is about for you NHL people. It's the NHL hockey
Thank you.
trade deadline. Look for Mikko Rantanen to possibly be traded to a contender. Your top teams right now is you're looking at teams like Colorado Avalanche.
Nonsense and Chill.
Nonsense and Chill with Nathan McKinnon. We're still watching Ovechkin. He is last time he scored a goal tonight. So
Oh man, so that means he's only 5 away now.
9.
Is it still 9?
He's 9 away from breaking the greats all-time record. And then Steph Curry, another record in the making. They are playing the Nets tonight. They were down 25-5, but now they were only down 3 last time I checked. To Brooklyn. Oh, but they came back. They were down 25-5, and now they're like tied at halftime. Curry to start the night was 18 threes away from breaking the all-time record. I don't know how many he has tonight, but if they came back from that far down, I'm kind of curious. Because he's going to break the record. He's going to do it. Let me see. Warriors are only down 3 to the Nets after 3. Pacers, Magic. So the Warriors win this. Curry has, out of the 18, he's got 5. 5 for 9 from 3. 26 points. And I reckon he's not done. The Warriors are they're back. They're back. They traded Andrew Wiggins to the Miami Heat for Jimmy Butler. So and Klay Thompson went to the Mavericks, so the Splash Brothers are gone. That Luka Doncic trade.
How's he doing since that?
He smashed me the other day, dude. Had him on a triple dub. He got it. So between him and LeBron, they're alternating in the offense. Unfortunately, that kid from Charlotte, Mark Williams from Duke, didn't pass the physical, which his agent was like, yeah, he should have passed the physical. And Anthony Davis went to the Mavericks and hasn't played since. But Luka is balling out there in LA. So look out for the Lakers again this year. Between LeBron and Luka in the offense, they're pretty fucking good. And Luka is playing ball. I mean, dude, he's like a fucking fat white kid. He just moves slow as shit. But you know what? They can't stop him. They cannot stop him, and he's the point guard for LeBron. He'll retire Laker as well, LeBron. And yeah, they're good, man. So if you want to watch some entertaining basketball, watch the Lakers. Austin Reeves, Jackson Hayes. I just wish they would have kept Anthony Davis somehow with the Mavericks, and they would have been unstoppable. Other teams of note, Boston Celtics, they look unbeatable again. Somehow, they might win. They might two-peat. You probably don't follow the NBA that much.
I try to. I'm just. I have not been impressed.
They're the team to beat right now, but the biggest team to beat is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Best record in the NBA. They have Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren. They have a bunch of players. They have like 2 Jalen Williams. They're really good. Their defense impregnable, and they picked up Isaiah Hartenstein from the Knicks from last year.
Well, there's, like I said before, though, I'm still old school in that aspect. My 2 teams are Chicago and the Knicks of New York. The Knickerbockers.
You want an update on your 2 teams?
Give me an update, sir, please.
All right, the Knicks are dominating right now. Josh Hart might be my favorite player in the NBA. You're gonna be like, Josh who? Josh Hart. He came, let's say, fucking Portland. Guy, he's that small guy.
Okay.
He's small for NBA. He's like 6'5", 6'6", but he averages a double every game. He's getting rebounds. 6'6", and he and think about the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau, their coach, year after year, he plays their starters the whole fucking game. Jalen Brunson, and they picked up Karl Anthony Towns. They are tough. They could beat Boston. In the East, you're looking for somebody to beat Boston. Knicks are that team that could do it. Jalen Brunson, he came from the Dallas Mavericks also. He played with Luka, and he went to the Knicks, and he became Mr. New York. And now it's New York. And now Karl Anthony Towns is doing that. The Bulls, on the other hand, are in tank mode. They picked up Josh Giddey from the Thunder. They still have Vucevic, and they still have Kobe White, but that's all they had. Alex Caruso, they shipped off to the Thunder. That's why they're so fucking good. The Bulls are in tank mode right now. They might not win another game all season. There are teams like the Bulls, the Hornets, teams that don't want to win. So on any given night, just bet against the Hornets, bet against the Bulls, parlay it, and you will come out on top for the rest of the season.
You know what's funny about my Bulls?
They're so bad.
Dude, every time they get somebody good, you know, let's go all the way back to
They had
Rose.
Zach LaVine and
Let's go back to Rose. Derrick
DeMar
Rose.
DeRozan. Traded them both.
Remember Derrick Rose?
Yeah, Michigan.
Dude,
Derrick Rose.
up until he became very injury prone, they let him go. Then they picked up Jimmy Butler. And they had Joakim from Florida for a little while.
Joakim
Noah.
Joakim Noah. Ugliest motherfucker to ever play in the NBA.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I mean, I've heard it both. It was Joakim. I've heard Joakim.
Joakim Noah, yeah.
I think it's about to be game on.
It's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Miss Sandy Bob. Put it on there.
Hello. Come on, Matt, get over here. Matt, come on.
Guys from the podcast.
Oh, there's Matt.
Thank
you. That's Dave.
Oh, gang's there.
Hey,
Yay.
Dave.
hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. No, I mean, no, they're saying Dave.
Hey.
They're saying Dave to me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Bill.
Yes.
Did I get it right? Okay.
Hey, man.
How you doing, man?
Dude, you guys mean just fucking drunk trying to figure out how to get in.
I got nothing on that one, guys.
It's over my head.
Every avenue I could possibly find to get you guys on.
Do it
here.
any other time.
Wait, I know how to.
Everybody else is gone. We can't.
Drinking.
Me.
Oh,
She's probably like, we can't find the link.
we know.
Yeah, we finished rehearsal early.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, actually, if you'd have got
It
on
was
probably
early.
an hour ago, you
I was trying for fucking
No,
hour and I
no,
couldn't
not
get
you.
in. No, it was
Them.
me. I was
No.
trying to get in. I
Sandy, our
couldn't.
foul mouth manager.
Matt, I fucking love you.
Don't be picking on my bestie.
That's right. Tell him.
BFF.
You give her the dope.
Yes.
How did the jam session go, guys?
Oh my God, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Not allowed to speak.
I think one of the guys, they did tell us we need to cover one of their jam sessions to see how things run. I think
You know what? Hey, Bill,
yes.
next Thursday,
From Bill and Sheldon.
let's plan it.
What was your socks that they got you?
Can I jam with
What's the
Dave?
title?
Yes. Yes, you guys can jam with what they're doing.
So, is they going to be there and jamming with us?
No, I will send the invite and they will be
Oh
able to
yeah,
see what you guys are doing.
yeah,
I think that would be cool.
yeah.
I will come and jameth.
We're
Unless you want to come here, then that would even be better.
We come and jameth.
We
Well,
jam.
rehearsing, so that's-
Is Skinny Cat saying hello, everybody?
It's a new sleep system. If you sleep like a rock.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah, I'll-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I'd be game. You know what? I'd almost be game for this.
Dog.
It's gonna be Thursday night, you guys-
I'm trying to think of what animal you had. This is her. The dog pushes you right out of bed.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All 4 feet.
I slept with a great
No,
day.
because everybody's got their clothes on.
Of course you did. That was with your fucking wife. You stuck with that fucking Great Dane.
Sick in the body, but
guy that you know that one
And guess what? Great Dane forgot more fucking.
inside your gym.
The Great Dane took out more fucking
A while ago, there's
air
goals
than your
here.
fucking wife did.
Oh,
Sorry guys, I gotta go. Bye.
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 Whoa. I don't know what just happened. Wow. Normally we're the ones that are like,
white girl wasted.
oh. Dude, they're partying like rock stars over there during a jam session.
Yeah.
Orioles comes over and goes, wait a minute, is this a podcast? Oh, come on now.
All right.
Stream for the world. That was our people over there in Ohio.
The Southern
Yeah.
Outlaw Band. Make sure you check them out, and hopefully, hey, they did say yes. We'll remind them. Me and Bill could go over there for a jam session.
Oh, I have to get on that mic.
Oh, we know. I just want to fucking play guitar.
We get to take all our cool stuff over there and set up. Are you going to be able to handle an Ohio trip? Newton Falls
Thursday.
on a Thursday.
May the force be with me.
Is this one of those ones you're going to be like, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to hate myself for doing it?
Oh my god, yeah. Bags of lifesavers.
I guess the good news is I'll be the DD that night. I'll sprite it. I will sprite. That way we can all.
But the bad thing, I'm pretty sure weed's legal in fucking Ohio. Same Deb's available.
I'm going to tell you right now. I try to avoid the devil's lettuce.
But Bill, we're flying home. I know it's fun.
Trying to float out of the seat, dude. Oh my god, I remember those days. Trying to go into work all buzzed out. There was one time I was so bad, dude. I literally was holding on to my seat because it felt like I was trying to float from my driver's seat. I was like the whole way to work.
I used to
And then the best part was when I got to work, because where I was working, there were so many, dude. They were all. I guess the old school word was wastoid. And I was a good friend with one of the managers. Obviously no names. But he came up to me the one time, or that particular time. He looked at me and goes, dude, you need something. I went, okay. So he gave me a pill. Luckily, it was a higher version of caffeine. And I went from being just like kind of, oh, this is so kind of nice, to like, I mean, somebody come over, Can I ask you a question? What?
That one.
Yeah. And he was having he got the biggest kick out of it. Oh, to be back in my young days and don't give a fuck anymore.
One dumb thing I did on weed was every time we would get high and we were driving, is we would push the hazard button, and we called that warp speed. So there we are, high as shit, doing like 30 and a 55 with flashers on. Like how we did not get caught, I don't know. But yeah, it's like warp speed, flasher button. Living on the edge, you can't help yourself from falling. Yeah. All the things we did.
But we don't have the rights to that song. I'm sorry. Facebook, don't put us in jail.
I know we sounded just like him.
Exactly like him.
All right. Well, with that being said, man, we had Southern Outlaw Band on here, man. We had our Thirsty Thursday sports. I'm ready to pack it up for the night.
I am too, because I got to get ready for tomorrow, because I get to tear all this stuff apart and get ready to go tomorrow night to the Oil Bone Saloon for my normal Friday night DJ night.
Oh, yeah. You got a hell of a day. I got to travel for work, and then I got to come back. I got to drive halfway across the state of Pennsylvania.
Oh, you got to run tomorrow states.
So I am pedal to the metal tomorrow to make it by the minute.
I promise I will make this really quick then. Guys, check us out Saturday night for our special night. We have not come up with a name yet, but we will be going live. Make sure you check out our link tree, which I have posted in all our social medias. We will be on Instagram. We're going to be on TikTok. We'll have to do Facebook or YouTube. One of them. We'll have one of our originals. But we're really going to branch out there. Saturday night's going to be a special night. Cannot wait. Where are you working that day? Do you know?
No.
Okay, good. So, forthcoming. Don't know what the time is. Guys, this Sunday night will be our weekend hangover. We talk about any and all things. Invite you guys to come on here. Just get the conversation going. Wednesday night is our open bar. Again, just sitting at the bar talking bullshit and having a good time. I want to thank everybody for coming on here. Thank you, Southern Outlaws, for clipping in for a second and saying hi, guys. Hope you enjoyed your jam session. I'm sure it was awesome.
It was awesome.
But at the end of the night, as we always say, always remember that everything we say on this show is just our opinion. But then again,
it just might be the alcohol talking.
Cheers. For everybody on Spotify, that was an amazing shot. Guys, you have a good night. We will catch you next time. Bye.
Looking for a party, good man, have you found it? Another shot is coming, raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded, loaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the other.